you're sitting in Iran, it does seem like a pretty good deal for you. It basically says that the United States and Iran will respect each other's territorial sovereignty and independence and not interfere in each other's internal affairs ever again, i.e. no more threatening regime change in Iran, no more talking about liberating the Iranian people. This must be a big, big disappointment for the Iranian people, who had been promised by both Trump and Netanyahu that part of this war was to help them, once it's over, reclaim or claim their own destiny. So that appears to be off the table. It also suggests that after or sometime during the life of this agreement and the permanent negotiations, that there will be a total lifting of all sanctions, UN sanctions, US sanctions, all sanctions that have been put on Iran over the last decades, that its oil already will receive waivers pending any final deal so that it can be sold. And for the United States, really what the US gets out of this appears, according to this memo, is just status quo ante. In other words, exactly what was on the table on the day before the war started. So opening the Strait of Hormuz, remember that was not closed until the war started, and also apparent sort of negotiations around the nuclear file that apparently were also on the table and underway in the negotiations just before the bombing started. So we're also hearing that this, certainly from Iran's perspective, it appears that they are calling for all U.S. forces to be removed, or they're saying that's an agreement within 30 days of a final agreement. Now, we know that Iran wants all U.S. bases shut down, i.e. removed from the Gulf states, from Qatar, from Saudi, from Kuwait, from Bahrain, UAE, all of that. Is that what this clause means, or what does it mean? We don't really know. Nothing about missiles, nothing about proxies in Lebanon or elsewhere. So clearly there are a lot of unknowns. But if you just read this and take it for what it is, it seems to me stacked much more in Iran's favor. And as everybody said, and as I said, throughout this, several month war, the result is going to depend on which side can tolerate the most pain. And it appeared that Iran, the regime, could tolerate the most pain, and waited and waited and waited until it was able to put in this memorandum of understanding essentially all the points that it said it wanted.